Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is showing you what I am packing for my trip tomorrow. And the reason I thought this video would be interesting or important is because I am a week and a half out from my second last figure competition of the year, and I'm going to a work meeting or a work conference in Nashville for the next few days. And I know it can be really difficult to travel when you're on prep or dieting or whatever, so these are just some things that I do to keep me on track. I know I've already made a video that's pretty similar to this, but I thought I would show you exactly what I'm doing this time so that you see, exactly what I'm bringing instead of just kind of like tips. So the first thing I did is I got this guy right here off of Amazon. Basically, it's a backpack that is also a cooler, and I thought this would be good for this particular trip and then also for like future trips because Cody and I like to go hiking a lot. It's Tourit, T-O-U-R-I-T. I just got it off Amazon, and the thing I liked about it is this is what the inside of it looks like, and it's a pretty decent sized cooler, and it's lined, and according to the Amazon reviews it's not gonna leak, which is really important. So I got some ice packs, and I will be putting all of my stuff in here, and then this front package is where I'm gonna put like my iPad and stuff because I'm only gonna be gone for a few days. I don't need to bring like a ton of stuff. And then the nice thing is this will fit under the seat in front of me, whereas like the coolers that I have are just, they're too big and they only fit food, so I can't like have my iPad, and there's like layovers. And so I'll let you guys know if I like this or not. This is the first time that I've ever used it, but I like too that it's got these little side things here for drinks because I always have a Sprite Zero because flying makes me nauseous, and then water. So the first thing that I did is I made some breakfast for the next few days. So I'm leaving on Tuesday, I'm coming back Friday. We fly basically all day Tuesday. So for breakfast, what I did is I figured out what my normal food is, which is I eat about a cup and a half of egg whites in the morning with a ton of like pineapple salsa on top of it. And so what I did is I just cooked up a bunch of those. So this is what it looks like. It doesn't look super appetizing, but it's delicious. And I just mixed, 4.5 cups of egg whites with 3 eggs, and then a bunch of tablespoons or teaspoons of the pineapple salsa until it looked about how it usually looks when I eat it. Put it into an oven-safe dish, and then just cooked it for like 20-25 minutes at 350 degrees. It's nothing new, it's nothing revolutionary. I know sometimes people will do that with like the little muffin tins in order to make their breakfast, but I ended up cutting it into 6 pieces and putting 2 in each of these so that I have breakfast every day. Now, the other thing is I'm going to be sitting in meetings pretty much all day. This is a conference for CE or continuing education, where basically I go and I listen to people talk about the new stuff that we're doing in veterinary medicine, which is really exciting for me, but it kind of reminds me of school. And when I was in school, the hardest thing that I had was just sitting in class and snacking nonstop. So I have a lot of things to help, not only on the airplane, but then also in the conference to kind of curb your snack cravings. So I made this huge bag of cut up fruit veggies. I've got red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and then also a bunch of cucumber. This will be good for on the plane because it's not smelly, and I hate when people eat like really like aromatic foods on the plane. It just like, it's just too much. So this will be good for in the conference and then also on the airplane. The other thing that I brought, I got these 100-calorie cocoa roasted almond packs. The thing I like about the 100-calorie packs is you're less inclined to just sit there and mindlessly snack because you have each of these individually. And this will be good to help hit my fats because I'm notoriously bad at hitting my fats. I'm not like a huge peanut butter fan. If I have it, I have to have like vanilla almond butter. It has to be like really flavored because I just don't like regular peanut butter. So I got 2 of these Justins because in my experience, trying to bring peanut butter on an airplane is really hit or miss. Some airports will be totally fine with you bringing peanut butter through, and that includes like the whipped kind because I used to eat like the whipped kind that I kind of like. But these individual packets should be able to get us through security, and it's also another snack. And the last thing that I really like for snacks is tea. So I am a pretty big tea drinker. I also drink a lot of diet sodas, which I'm trying to drink less of, but it's just a lot easier to find diet soda than to find like tea that I like, because I don't like the artificial sweetened tea stuff that a lot of places have. I like chai teas, just like very mellow. Cody calls it dirt flavored water. That's the kind of tea that I like. So I found these at Target. What I'm gonna do is, since these are the little baggy kind, because I have like almost exclusively loose leaf tea. I'm a Teavana addict. You know, some people are like Starbucks all the time. I'm Teavana all the time. So these little guys, which I'll be able to put into a water bottle. I always bring a Nalgene with me, like a liter or so. And this helps too, because if you're at a place where the water that you're getting is not filtered water and it's like tap water and it's got that weird taste, this can help get rid of the taste. You know, if you're not a tea person, there's always like Mios and stuff, but this is just something flavored to drink that makes you feel like you're ingesting things, so that if you're sitting there mindlessly in lectures or on an airplane where there's really nothing to do except for eat, this will help. And then I always bring gum in everywhere. It doesn't matter if I'm, you know, whatever, but because I eat all the time and sometimes your breath is nasty, these are pretty good. So the other thing that I like to bring is just deli meat. This is less of like a snack. Well, I guess it is still a snack. Basically, when I view snacks, I think of snacks as almost no calories, because I like 3 really big meals. I don't like 7 tiny meals with lots of snacks. So this would be more something that I would mix with or bring to like a restaurant and put on top of like a salad. Because that's the other thing that you have to realize is when you go to conferences or when you travel, you're spending time with other people, and people are going to expect you to go out and do things with them. And if you're in a situation where you're going to like a restaurant, you know, it's real easy to say, oh, I'll just have a salad. And then I'm never caught without like tuna, for example. So you can bring things like this with you and just put them on top of salads. The reason I like to bring them too is because, you know, sometimes the salads that they have at places are like fried chicken, and it's like, well, that's not really prep friendly. So this way, at least you can get like a house salad and then, you know, put your own stuff on top of it, so you still get the protein. You don't have to worry about all those extra fats for depending on how they cook things, etc. The next guy that I'm bringing with is just a bunch of crock pot chicken. I cook in the crock pot all the time. I was gonna say almost exclusively, but that's not true. I really love crock pot recipes, because the idea of just putting out everything that you like in a crock pot and then coming back a few hours later and it be ready for you. For this one, what I did is 1.5 pounds of chicken breast, and then I found a pumpkin curry, because it's pumpkin season, y'all, and just covered the chicken with that, put it on low for 8 hours. This morning I woke up and shredded it. So I've got 1.5 pounds of shredded chicken, which I can like parse out again if I wanted to take it to a restaurant and put it on top of something. Or the other thing I really like when I travel are these microwavable white rice packets, or any sort of, you know, rice. I'm not a huge brown rice person. I just don't really like how it tastes. I don't like the texture of it. I love like white rice and jasmine rice. So these are cool because you can just microwave them individually for like a minute or so, especially when you're staying at your hotel. You know, you could just pop this in the microwave and you've got carbs readily available. So this is pretty much what I'm packing. I may add some other stuff in, just little things here and there, but for the most part, this is a good base because it gives me the freedom to add things to it. So say I do go out and eat with people, you know, if I wanted to get something like, some restaurants have like healthy friendly menus where you can get things that are under a certain amount of calories. I think in a week and a half out, that's a little bit dangerous, but I think it'll just depend where we go. The other thing is I do carb cycling, and I'm planning my 2 high carb days to be the 2 full days that I'm at the conference. That way, if, you know, we do have like say a breakfast buffet and I want to add a bagel or something else, I have a lot of freedom to do that, because mostly what I'm packing is protein. And I found that traveling, protein is the hardest to get in and keep up. So having these little like tuna creations and deli fresh snacks and stuff, you're more likely to get your protein in that way. And I also don't really like protein shakes. It's hard for me to find a kind that I like. I have like 2 different flavors that I actually enjoy, and I don't want to travel with that. I'd rather eat food than drink food, if that makes any sense. So between having a lot of snacks so that I can keep my mindless eating at bay, and then lots of protein sources, and then like a good hearty breakfast to really push me through the morning, I think I'll be set that way. As always, if you have any questions, leave them in the box below. I'll let you guys know how the backpack turned out, if I like it at all, or if I would, you know, not recommend it in something else when I get back, but I'll see you guys in the next video.